Frank. Good to see you. Are you and the players still very much riding the wave of celebration, still on cloud nine?
Well, we're happy. It's a great position for the club. It's been a great season, and it's been very special. But we have a job to do to finish, so I think we can do both. We can definitely. We've had a few moments of celebration now, fortunately, with Blackburn, with Portsmouth, with Wrexham, and the lads have actually really delivered on the football in front as well, which I've loved. So, yeah, we have one more of those, so all is good.
I wanted to just ask about Jack Rodoni. We know that he's been suffering with an injury pretty much all the season. He's had his operation, his arm's been in a cast. How is he doing?
All good. He's been with us. He's here a lot at the minute, just doing his sort of early days of rehab. Decision was made, and we knew we had to make it to do it as early as possible once everything was clear for us, and it will help him be back and ready for pre-season.
And I assume Hat's not featuring tomorrow,
No.
so he's progressing well though?
Yeah, really well. He's outside yesterday and he's frustrated he can't play in the last game, but he can't.
Frank, obviously with the success that you've had comes speculation. You'll know that you've been linked with a number of clubs. Just how do you feel hearing that? What is your response when people do question your commitment to Coventry, considering the trajectory you've been on in the last 18 months?
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone's questioned my commitment to the club because of what we've done. I feel like I've been committed since I've been here, so maybe they do, but I have no problem with it, no worries with it. I'm manager of the football club. We're in a great moment of enjoying a promotion to the Premier League. We know there's a lot of work to be done, which we're going to broach after this game specifically. I think the owner said that, so that's fine. He's the boss, and I'm happy. I don't get involved in rumours because in my job, you're very smart to just focus on the job in hand and not get involved in that stuff.
I hope you didn't take that the wrong way, by the way.
No, I think it's just the way it's phrased. It's fine.
Because I think perhaps there's a worry for the fans that you are being linked with all these clubs, that you're highly sought after. So that commitment, in the sense that they're going to see you next season.
Listen, I think the worry. I'm sensing with the fans that they're having a great time. I think if a team does well, then things happen that come around that you can't control. Our best players, people might talk about, are they going to go somewhere else because they perform well? That's football. So certainly don't worry. Let's enjoy what we're doing now. We have the game against Watford. We have our awards evening on a Sunday night. We have a parade through the city. This is amazing. 25 years out of the top tier, and we're back here because of the work done by everybody. So I don't sense too much worry.
In terms of that step up then, when it comes to the Premier League, you'll know that jump up in terms of kind of the physicality, the intensity as well. I imagine the players yourself will have a bit of a break, but you know that when players go up, it's almost a bit of a sink or swim situation. So how do you get the players to adapt and to prepare in the best possible way?
Well, they have to prepare well. They've worked really hard to get here, and not many of the players have played many minutes in the Premier League. So that's great. That's good for them because that's a carrot, and they will understand it. We all watch the Premier League. They'll understand the levels, and they've deserved the opportunity for what they've done this season. From my point of view and our point of view as a club, we have to be ready for what the challenge is. There's a lot to be done. I've worked in the Premier League. I played in it for many years. I love working in the Championship. It's great that we're leaving it because of what we've done. But I also know that where the levels are means that as a club there's a lot to do, whether it be with the squad, whether it be things behind the scenes. And again, that's where we have to sort of move quickly, and we will do after Watford, to talk about all those things, because you have to have alignment with these things. I've learned that in my jobs in football. I have my own role, but you want to be aligned. Everyone knows exactly what you want to do. And it's a big challenge, but it's a great one, right? It's a great one that we've managed to do what we've done. So, yeah, enjoy this moment, and there's a lot of work to come.
With that, how soon does the work start then, ahead of summer?
Yeah, straight away, but that's pretty much the case every season. Every manager will tell you that everyone needs a break, but your phone stays on and the work stays on, and there's lots to it. What we have to be aware of is that now this will be the biggest summer for the club because of the challenge that's coming, the work that needs to be done, because of what the gap is, because of the, we obviously study teams that have gone up and come down, or teams that have gone up and stayed up. Why do they stay up? What have they done? We'll do it. We will have our own story there as a football club, but you have to understand that it's a big challenge, so the work will need to happen very quickly, obviously.
On tomorrow then, I imagine you'll want to finish on a high as well, to end on what I think is going to be 95 points, but is it also an opportunity to just had a bit of rotation, a bit of a shift in terms of giving some of those players that haven't had a lot of minutes a chance?
There'll be some of that, and it's very well deserved. It's a strength of ours as a group that players that haven't played so many minutes have really supported the group, trained well in good times, in difficult times, and they deserve minutes. It's not charity; they absolutely deserve it because of how they've been for the group, and everyone's played, whether it be a big part in terms of minutes or a lesser part. They've all contributed to this. So that's in my mind here, to be as fair as I can be. I can't ask and demand from them all season without understanding in this moment that there's people that deserve opportunity, but it will still be a strong team we put out, and it will be less the players that I pick, more the attitude and application of the team that wants to go and finish the season in the right way, considering what we've done.
And in terms of kind of the recruitment this summer, in terms of strengthening the squad as well, one thing I think we've all picked up on is the togetherness that your side has. There's a lot of character, they seem like a close-knit group. So in terms of bringing in players, what are those sorts of attributes you'll be looking for when you are thinking of players in mind?
Good players and good people, and keep that theme of what we've done, because I think any team that wants relative success, whether it's winning Premier League, staying in the Premier League, pushing to be as good as you can be. I'm ambitious. I'm not a manager that wants to go to the Premier League and not give everything in every way that I can possibly give. So I want that from everyone, and that's exactly what we'll need for the players that are here that deserve the opportunity. And when we look to squad planning, I'm a bit at pains to talk about it too much because I want to respect the lads here and what they've done. So we'll know the work we need to do and get to that. But of course, we want to keep a good feeling with the group.
Well, good luck for tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks.
Morning, Frank. Can I take you back to Sunday and when you came out of the tunnel and you saw the "We Are Back" signs? Take me back to that moment. What did it feel like for you seeing that?
Incredible. We're fortunate that we've had a few occasions to celebrate it now, away from home, at home twice. But it really sunk in, I think, at the weekend. It was a fantastic opportunity for the fans to just purely enjoy it, and I think they enjoyed the performance. But the realisation sort of kicks in. It's quite surreal when you do something like this. I think with the situation of our club and the history, and even what we thought we might have at the start of the season to what the boys have absolutely produced, is quite surreal. But now it's a reality, and I thought it was celebrated in a very, very good way in terms of the game, the performance, the organisation after the game, the families, the interaction with the fans. Everything was spot on.
Yeah, you touched on the family there. You've spoken a lot about that and how important that was for them to have that moment at the end of the game to celebrate with the fans. How important is it that the players have that life away from football?
Yeah, life balance is huge. I knew that as a player. I know it even more as a manager because the job's more stressful as a manager, and staff, people that work and sacrifice a lot and give a lot of time and effort to something that they have partners and children that maybe don't see them so much, or they need support when they come home after the rigours of a day's work. Listen, we're lucky to do the job we do, but you need the balance and people around you. So I think to be able to enjoy the moments like we did on Sunday on the pitch at the end and in the bar afterwards, where I'm meeting, Bobby Thomas's granddad and Ben Wilson's mum, people I haven't met through the season, makes it really special. So it was a great day.
Lovely. I know you touched on Jack Madoni and his injury, but I guess before the decision was made, you said after job was done, you set him straight to have the operation done. Playing through that injury during that time must have been tough, and managing that as well for you? Yeah,
it's been tough for him. Yeah, for me maybe, because you're wondering sometimes with Rudy if he is 80%, because the contact is a danger and a fear. It's very normal. It's a proper injury he's had and he's carried. It's when are the moments to use him, and with respect to the other players, we've got good other players that can play games as well. I think we struck the right balance, and fair play to Rudy. He's playing through a bit of pain. He's playing knowing that he's not completely free flowing, but he played 3 games, I think, was it? He scored 3 on the bounce, big goals for us. He came on against Derby and won the game sort of individually. So I think we managed it well, and it's great that now he's getting it done. So you'll see a completely free player when he comes back, because we know how special he is.
Will he be back for the start of pre-season when you return for training?
I think he'll probably be back around that time for some non-contact stuff, but he'll be able to do physical work in those first 2 or 3 weeks of pre-season, and it's a long pre-season because of how the dates are now. So there'll be lots of time. So all being well, he'll be ready.
Okay. Tomorrow then against Watford, the rotation you said to me last week about you were looking to rotate where you can. Jamie Allen, 1 appearance away from 200. I assume you know that. What a player he's been for this club since you've joined and beyond.
Yeah, incredible player. Yeah, I came into the club. I knew Jamie Allen, of course, but not without working closely to him. I didn't understand the professional that he is, the quality that he's got. It was a huge part of our run last season. I think we went 10 wins on the bounce or something. Jamie was playing and was really, really instrumental in what we were doing. And then from then on, whenever he's played, whenever he's contributed, whenever he trains, he's absolutely outstanding. And we all know this year he's had a tough time, and he loves his football club. He's been part of it through the journey as long as anyone here, I think. And yeah, it's and I think the fans appreciate that, and they'll appreciate him tomorrow, I'm sure.
And obviously with Jamie's contract running out, when does that discussion happen with you and Jamie?
As I say, after the end of the season, which is Saturday, fortunately, so we'll have that chat. I've got a really good relationship with Jamie, and we'll be very close, and we'll speak about it.
Carl Rushforth guaranteed to get the Golden Glove now. He might be shared depending on the Ipswich goalie, but just another credit to him for the seasons he's had.
Yeah, he's been an outstanding player for us. Brought a consistency, a calmness, a level of quality, a professional training ethic that I think where his story's been. I know he's been on loan to different clubs, but the feeling of a Premier League player, how they train, how they act, and he's brought a really professional nature to the club, and he's been big for us. So I hope he gets that clean sheet award, whether he shares it or whether he wins it. I want him to win it, clearly, because he's our player, and he deserves it, and his performances have been great.
Are you expecting a tough task tomorrow against Watford, a team that have got nothing to play for now? Is it a case of not taking your foot off the gas because they have got nothing to play for?
Yeah, and you never know how that goes in that situation. The freedom it may give or not, who knows? That we cannot control that. We can make sure that we deal with the game professionally and properly and show the energy that we normally show. Games are never fun if you're on the beach. I've never experienced it where you relax. And they're not fun. They're fun if you really approach them in the right way, and then you do all the normal basics that we do, and then you can enjoy these type of games. So as we normally do, most of our focus will be on us and what the boys have shown this year, that when we do that and we do it well, we win a lot of games.
Ellis, first of all, congratulations on the season that you've had. How have the last couple of weeks been for you with all the celebrations and everything that's been going on?
Yeah, it's been great, It's been hard to take in, just the reality of it now that we've done it, we're champions and going to be in the Premier League next year. So we're all delighted, the club, the fans, everyone's just so happy, and we've made the community proud. So it's a great moment for everyone here.
It's 10 goals for you this season. We've seen you particularly make an impact coming off the bench, or when Jonie's been off as well with injury, you've stepped up and been clinical as well. How would you reflect on your own performance this season?
Yeah, I feel as though whenever I've been given the opportunity, I've stepped up and done well. I've definitely feel as though I've played my part in the team and helping the team get the wins and put in some good performances. So yeah, I know there's a lot of quality in our team, so sometimes the game time, there's going to be rotation, and there's going to be games where you have to come off the bench and try and impact, raise the energy levels. So I feel as though whenever I've been called upon, I've done my best to try and help the team and show my quality when given the opportunity. So yeah, like you said, 10 goals, one in the cup as well. Overall, I'll take that, but yeah, there's always room for improvement. There's been games where I could have scored more goals, so yeah, I just need to keep going, keep improving for next year.
Well, you preempted my next question. Do we think that we've seen everything you can give? Do we think we've seen the best of you, or you've got more to give?
No, I feel as though I'm always improving. No matter how old you are, you can always get better. And yeah, I feel as though this season for me has been a progression compared to last year. So that's what my aim is, to keep getting better and better. And yeah, just help the team out with scoring goals, just leading the line, holding the ball up, making the runs, defending well. So yeah, I'm sure next year, obviously it's Premier League, it's going to be next level. There's going to be so much quality. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest for a few weeks and then get back to training, staying fit, strong, and ready to go for next year.
We sat down with Frank yesterday and we looked at the key moments in the season that led to promotion and winning the title. Quite a few of those moments you were involved in, and quite a few goals in there. I just wonder, I want to ask you, are there any particular highlights for you or any defining moments that you thought actually we could do something really special here?
Yeah, for me personally, I just remember the game against Middlesbrough away. And I think because we won that game, we went like 10 points clear, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel as though that was when things started to, like everyone started to believe like we're in a great position here. We just need to keep going. And yeah, for me, I feel as though for myself as well, it was a great performance for the team and for me to contribute with 2 goals. And yeah, it was a great feeling after that game, just knowing that they were, I think, second at the time. And yeah, first versus second. So it's a massive game, and we kind of dug in. They done well to bring it back to 2-2, and we really just turned up and finished the game off. So I feel as though that was a great moment for the club.
You already spoken about kind of that step up to the Premier League. Of course, you've got your own experiences with Everton as well. You're one of few players in the team, Ellis, that have got that Premier League experience. I just wonder if any of the other players that haven't experienced that yet have spoken to you about it. Have they lent on you for any advice or anything like that?
No, not really. I feel as though even the players that haven't played in the Premier League, they're all ready to play because they've done so well this year, and they will just be excited to play at new stadiums against top quality opposition, and it's arguably the best league in the world. So you're going to be coming up against top players, and it's an opportunity to test yourself to see where you're at, and everyone wants to stay at that level. So yeah, I feel as though everyone's ready and capable of making a step up, and I'm sure after the season's finished, we're going to all rest, and then we're going to be working in the off-season to come back ready to go and ready to take on the Premier League.
And final game of the season tomorrow then, a big weekend to look forward to with the parade, your end-of-season awards as well. I imagine you just want to end the season how you started it as well.
Yeah, it's another game. Although we've already won the league and potentially we still want to win, you know. Everyone's got their own individual targets that they want to achieve in the game, whether it's you want to score or you want a clean sheet. Everyone's ready just to finish the season on a high because people just remember the last game. So yeah, although there's nothing really to play for, we still want to win and we're still hungry because the fans are going to be making their way down and we want to celebrate again after the game. So there will be no better way to do it if we get the win, and it will make the mood 10 times better.
Have you achieved those individual goals that you mentioned there?
No, not necessarily. I always set my expectation quite high, so and then if I get anywhere in and around that, I'll take it. So yeah, I'd like to obviously, as a striker, I want to score as many goals as possible. So yeah, there's room for improvement, and yeah, I'm happy to help the team when I've been called upon. But yeah, for a striker, I always want to score as many goals as possible. So yeah.
And Vegas still on the cards?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's getting organised now. It's quite like last minute, but hopefully it gets sorted, and yeah, we'll have a great time there just to celebrate, because it's been a long season and we deserve it because it's been up and down, but we've stuck together, and it will be a great moment for everyone to be there as a team and properly celebrate.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Cheers.
Thanks, fellas.
Hi, Les. Nice to see you. You've been at the club for a number of years now. What's clicked this year? What's been the difference?
I feel as though this year we started the season well, and with doing that, we kind of just kept building and building. And yeah, we just went on like an unbeaten run, if you can remember, and it just gave us the confidence to believe that we can beat anyone when we're fully at it. And yeah, also we had good pre-season. Everyone returned after last season, obviously how close we got and how kind of gutting it was to concede so late on in the semi-final against Sunderland. And I feel as though we rested well, and then we came back even more hungry because we knew we had the players in the squad that are able to compete at the top level. So yeah, I feel as though them things are the key.
Because that could have really destroyed the squad that moment, but you did bounce back from it. Does that show the character you've got in this group? You've got a number of good characters in there. What's it like being in the dressing room with them?
Yeah, it's a top dressing room. Everyone's humble, and everyone's has the same goals to try and get better every day. And I feel as though, yeah, like you said, it could go two ways. After being so close, you can kind of come back and still be a bit down and feel sorry for yourself, but none of us done that. We all came back in good shape and was all ready to go and start the season well, which we'd done. And yeah, we just got that belief that after a few games we were playing really well, and we just thought, you know what, we can beat anyone on our day. If we're all at it, we're all pushing each other, making each other better, no one could stop us. So that was our mentality.
And how important has the management team been? Chris, Frank, the group, the people we don't see as well behind the scenes, how important have they been to this year's success?
Yeah, massive. Like obviously starting with the training, the advice they give us is key, and we're just taking all the information on board that they set out, like the game plans, the set pieces. We're always listening and wanting to get better, and I feel as though, yeah, they've been a massive part of the success that we've had this season.
Take us back to the start of the season. I guess as a players, you sit down with Frank and maybe the coaching team, you set up objective targets for yourself. 10 league goals this season. Did you set yourself a goal target, and how close or did you hit it?
Yeah, I set myself a target. However, obviously depending on how long you play as well, it can kind of impact that. But because we started so well, and at the start I was mainly featuring off the bench, my thought process was, whenever I'm given the opportunity to come on, I want to try and impact and even take the level up again, just be full of energy and just keep doing the things that the starters have done. And yeah, there's been occasions where I've come on and got the goal or helped the team score more goals. And yeah, for me personally, that's all I could do at the time, and just give the manager a problem to think, oh, who do I start? Do you know what I mean? So you always want to be at it no matter what, and if you're not starting, not to be disappointed, just to support the lads, and when you get the opportunity, come on and impact and do well.
You mentioned a lot of the times you come off the bench this year. Has it been frustrating? Have you wanted to start more games?
Yeah, of course. As a striker or any player, everyone in the squad wants to start every single game. 46 games, they want to play everyone every minute. So yeah, sometimes you just got to just strip it back down, just keep working hard in training. And then yeah, whenever you get the chance, it's down to you to take it. And if you do well, you give yourself the best chance to start games. So that's where my thought process was, to not be down, even though if I'm not starting, support the lads, and when I come on or get an opportunity to start, I need to be 100% ready to go. I have to keep myself fit, because when you get an opportunity, you have to take it. So I've tried my best to do that. So yeah, it's been good because everyone's pushing each other. It's healthy competition, and as you've seen, it's got the best out of everyone.
And now back in the Premier League next season, you've obviously played in the Premier League before. What are the biggest differences, in terms of the Championship and the Premier League? I know there's quite a few, but what are the main differences you've found in the different divisions?
I would say just the quality of players. Obviously, the Premier League's arguably the best league in the world, so there's going to be better players. And I'd also say, the intensity, just everything's just more intense, It's harder. If you lose the ball, it's harder to get it back. Probably less transition in the Premier League. But yeah, the main thing is just the quality of opposition and the teams.
And certainly your relation as well, obviously being in the Premier League. Personally for you, being back at that top flight must mean a lot.
Yeah, it's massive. My aim when I joined Coventry was to try and get back to the Premier League. And yeah, it's taken 3 years, but within those 3 years we've been close, like last year and then the year before with the FA Cup run, and then the first year we narrowly missed out. But yeah, it's been getting progressively closer each year. So now that we've finally done it, I'm happy. We're all happy to be now in the Premier League, and just for the fan base, the community, everyone's happy, and we've done them proud.
You really have, and obviously the final game of the season tomorrow. Are you expecting a tough test, because there isn't anything to play for in the fact that Watford have got nothing to play for? You're already champions. What are you feeling going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel as though it's going to be a good game. Like you said, everyone's gonna be wanting to do well. It's the last game. There's going to be a good mood around Vicarage Road. And yeah, like I said before, everyone's got their own personal targets for the game. So everyone's going to be wanting to end the season on a high. So we expect a good test, because when we played them at our place earlier on in the season, I thought they were a very good team. Even though the scoreline maybe didn't do it justice, I thought they were a lot better than what the score showed. Yeah.
Hoping to finish from a goal tomorrow?
Yeah, 100%. There's no better feeling than hitting the back of the net.
And finally for me, just another sold out away end. There's been incredible support. We saw on Sunday with the We Are Back signs, and tomorrow they're going to be in party fever, I'm sure. What your message to them tomorrow, the 2,000 of them making the trip?
Yeah, just we look forward to playing, and we just want to hear the noise that they've shown all season, and the support, and yeah, we're ready to go.